Hello, today I want to walk you through how you can use the Storyboard That program to create your House on Mango Street presentation. So I'm going to share my screen with you. When you are on your Chromebooks or your computer, you want to go to a new Google tab and just type into the search bar, Storyboard That. So you'll write the word storyboard, put a space, and then write the word that. Once you do that, you are going to just click on this first button that says Storyboard That, the world's best free online storyboard. And you are going to click Log In. I know that you may not already have an account, but that's okay because everyone has an account through Google. So press Login and then just press Login with Google. So this top light blue button that says Google, that's what you want to press. Then you're going to choose your school Google account. And for you guys, you will want to click where it says create a storyboard, but I have already started a storyboard. So I'm just going to go to this one that I already started and press edit. Now I already erased everything on the storyboard. Once you start your new storyboard, the first thing you want to do is down here at the bottom, there's this blue button that says add/delete cells. Press that blue button and click where it says 3 times 2. You want to have 6 cells. So we want 2 rows of 3. Then you're going to press update storyboard. And now we have 2 rows of 3 cells. After you create your cells, you really want to have a good idea as far as what you want to put onto your storyboard. So I would recommend that you fill this outline out first. This is on page 8 of your packet. Now, when you fill this outline out, you're going to have the title of the chapter that you choose. My chapter is the first chapter, and the first chapter is called The House on Mango Street. We are not putting the title of the book here, just the title of your chapter. My chapter just happens to be the same title as the book. Then you're going to tell me a brief reason why you chose this chapter, hopefully including a personal connection. Then you're going to write a short summary of this chapter. So the chapter you choose may want to be one of the chapters you've already connected to in one of your chapter connections. Then the first slide has to include the title of your chapter. It does not have to be part of the slideshow, but if you have a longer chapter and you feel like you need all 6 slides, then go ahead and put the title of the chapter and some information of what happened in the chapter. Then each slide, you can go ahead and get an idea of how you want to break this chapter into slides. Now you might want to do this in pencil because once you're doing it on the storyboard, you might change your mind. But I would do this first. Think about what you want for each slide, how you are going to break this chapter up into 6 different parts. Or if you just put the title on your first slide, then you just need to break up your chapter into 5 different parts. So when you're thinking about the parts you can put on your storyboard, think about where the action is, where the main events happen, because that's what you're going to be working on in your storyboard is the action, the main events, where you have talking, where you have like dialogue. That is going to be a lot of what you put on your storyboard. Then you are going to remember that you will have to conclude by connecting your chapter to an American identity. So do not forget that you will have to connect your chapter to an American identity. And if you're not sure how to do this, make sure you text me, make sure you email me, because I'd be happy to help you figure out how your chapter can connect to an American identity. Okay, now once we have filled this out, we should have a good idea as far as what we are going to put for each slide. So my chapter is about the house on Mango Street. Now I wanted to choose a slide that had houses really close together. So this is my first slide, right? And then I want to include the title of this chapter. Now, when I'm on this slide, there's some really interesting stuff that you can do in order to make it fit the events of your chapter more. If your chapter takes place at night, then you can make the sky really dark in the scene. You can even make it black. You can make it gray if it's a cloudy day. Or you can just pick any color that you think is a good sky color. The other thing you can do is when you click Edit Scene, you can actually make it snow, or you can make it rain. I don't remember it snowing or raining in any of these chapters, but if you want to create a mood, then maybe having it rain would create a good mood to fit your chapter. So I'm just going to cancel that. You can also, it says you can edit scene by making it night. So when you make it night, instead of just changing the background dark, then it makes all of the buildings look dark also. So you can choose whether or not you want it to be daytime or nighttime. Then you just press update scene. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to add words. So you have options up at the top here where it's white, and you have scenes, you have characters. Now the third option is textables. Click on textables, and then you can decide, do you want a speech bubble? Do you want an action text? Like maybe if you pick the Louis and his cousin and his other cousin where he crashes his car, maybe you want a crash symbol. Or maybe you want a shape or something that's decorative, or a banner, or an object. Like if you want actually writing on the mailbox, like a number, then you can use these, or signs. Like if you want to add a street sign to one of the streets. Now I am going to click shape because I just want a rectangle. So in order to pick this, I have to click on it, then I have to drag it where I want it. Now, honestly, I don't really like the color of this one, but I like that it's a rectangle. So I want to make that be as big as my screen. And then I'm going to make it, I don't know, just go right there. Looks good. So remember, I need to put that the title. So it's The House on Mango Street. And then I'm going to put the, oops. And then I'm going to put the chapter. Now that's really small for a title. So I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to make it bigger. 16, 18. And I can also change the color of the text. So, oh yeah, here's where it says text color. So I want to change the text color to white. Oops, that's not the right button. Okay, so let's try it again. The text color, I want it to be white. Background color, transparent. All right, now it worked. I think what I had done is I had made a yellow background color. Okay, so I can have it just say the house on Mango Street. Now, if you did notice, you can do freeform text where you just write it wherever. You do have to drag it down. And then you could write the house on Mango Street, chapter 1, and you don't even need to have it in a box. You can just do freeform text and put it wherever you want it. I'm going to again make this yellow, and then actually I kind of like how that looks better. So I'm just going to make it freeform and be right on the concrete. All right, now let's look at the next thing I want to show you how to do. The next thing I want to show you how to do is how to create characters. So for my second slide, I needed a bathroom scene. I needed some scene, well, it didn't need to be bathroom, but it needed to be something about the pipes breaking. So I chose this scene. Now I didn't like the black walls, so I changed the color of the walls, and then I changed the color of the brown, or the ground. I don't quite remember what color I made the ground, but I think the dark color looks good. Then there are so many different things that you could do for this scene to make it more interesting. Now, sometimes you can't, there's no like option as far as like making the background or making it snow or whatever you want to do. So sometimes we have to be kind of creative. Now, one of the things that I figured out how to do is how to make it look like the character's looking in the mirror. So I'm going to pick a teenager that I think looks like Esperanza. It's really hard for me to see them in this view because they're so little. But let's pick a teenager that maybe has a uniform. So I'm going to pick her, and then because she does wear a school uniform to school. All right, now I want to edit her pose. I want her looking to the right. And I want her expression to, let's do smiley, like this kind of smiley, not super smiley, just kind of smiley. Or maybe just like a blank, like, I don't know about that. All right, now also look, I can change all the colors of her skin, her eyes. I can change, ooh, I don't like that. Okay, let's just keep it black. I can change the vest color. I can change her shirt color. Maybe ooh, I don't know about pink shirt. I can change her skirt color or shoe color. And then I'm going to update the pose. Now it is kind of boring because her hands are just to the side. But now if you want her looking in the mirror, I am going to press this button right here that says copy. I'm going to copy it, and look, now I have two Esperanzas, so they're the exact same. Now I'm going to take this same character, I'm going to edit her pose, and I'm going to make her look the other way. And then I just want that image in the mirror. I don't want the whole body. So this is where I'm going to need to crop the image. So this little button right here, the black button with the like kind of square with the lines coming out, that is the crop button. So if I just pull this part up and I cut off her legs, sounds bad, cut off her legs, I can crop her so she looks like she's looking at a reflection of herself in the mirror. This is also a way how you can get people to look like they are driving in cars. So for this, I wanted things to look like they were leaking. But let's go to the next slide actually. So let's do, I need a scene with a car. This is not actually what I needed. So I'm going to go home outdoor and see, all right, this is a good one. There's a street and I just want to put a car on a street. So now, I don't know if I see any place where there might be a car. So what do? If I need some sort of image or sticker, I just have to think what I need and then I type it in this search box. So I need a car. Now it's gonna say, did you know, and we're not gonna worry about this, just always press no thanks. Don't upgrade. You don't wanna have to pay for this. So now I'm gonna click a car. Now I don't like any of those cars, so I'm gonna press more. I want a Cadillac. Oh, this one is good. So here is my Cadillac that I want, but I want this Cadillac to have someone driving it. So how am I gonna put someone in that Cadillac driving? So I'm gonna go to image options and I can change the direction of the car. In this case, I just want it to be sideways. And I can change the color of the car. So if I want it to be yellow, to be like a yellow Cadillac, and I just move up the color thing, move it to the color that I want, and I'm going to choose that, update the image. Okay, where am I going to have him drive? So maybe I'll have people like waiting to get into the car. Wait, wouldn't he be on that side? So if I don't like the way that the car is pointed, maybe I want it to be the other way, then I just have to rotate the image so I can flip it horizontally. Now the car is facing the other way. And now I can add a person into the car. So I'm going to go into my characters. I want another teenager, but this time I want a guy, a boy. Let's just pick this guy. Okay. And I'm going to change what his hair and his face looks like. I'm going to change his shirt because I don't like that brown color. Let's give him a blue shirt. We're not going to be able to see his pants, so I'm not going to worry about pants. And I'm going to edit the pose because I want him to be going to the right. And I want his arms to be up like he's steering, like he's holding the steering wheels. Okay. And then maybe he's looking super happy because he's driving this cool Cadillac. Now I'm going to update my pose. And I'm going to make him super small so that he looks like the size of someone who would be driving a car. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to crop his picture. Make it look smaller, make him fit there. And it's going to tell you to save your storyboard, so don't forget to save. And then now I have someone in that car driving the car. Now, if I want it to look like he's behind the glass, then what I do is I put the car, I make sure I click the car, and then I put the car to the forward. So it says send, bring forward where it says layers, and now the car is above the person's head. And it looks like he's behind the window. It's kind of hard to see the person doing that, but you could do this if you wanted to like zoom in on the car, show a close-up to the car, whatever you might want to do with the car, you can do that. So those are just some of the ideas of ways in which you can make your storyboard more interesting. The more details you put on your storyboard, the more likely I will know that you understand the themes of your chapter. Because what your job is in creating this storyboard is showing me that you really read and understand the book, The House on Mango Street. Do you understand the characters in the chapter? Do you understand, like if your chapter is about Esperanza, do you understand Esperanza? Do you understand what the chapter is about, the main events in the chapter? Make sure that you convey that. And then you got to connect it to an American identity. Okay, if you have any questions or need any help, please make sure you let me know. When you are done with your storyboard, you're going to press save. And then it's going to ask you to give your storyboard a title. Please do not forget your title for your storyboard should be the title of your chapter. Please make the title of your storyboard the title of your chapter. And then you can either save and continue, and that means you keep working on it, or you save and exit. In my case, I'm going to save and exit. And then you can watch this video as many times as you would like in order to get more help for creating your storyboard. Now, for some reason, it doesn't update it on here very quickly. It takes like a week to update it, but my other storyboard's right here and it's all updated, and it has been updated. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, please make sure you let me know. But that is your tutorial on how to use Storyboard That. Bye-bye.